Hey guys, welcome to AKB and this is Vishnu. In this illustration, a bookstore wishes to carry Ramayana in stock. Demand is probabilistic and re- replenishment of stock takes 2 days. That is, if an order is placed on March 1st, it will be delivered at the end of the March 3rd. The probability of demand are given below. The demand probability 0 it's 0.05, 1 it's 10, and 2 it's 30%, and 3 it's 45%, and it's 4 it's 10%. Each line and order is placed. The store incurs an ordering cost of 10 per order. The store also incurs a carrying cost of 0.5 per book per day. The inventory carrying cost is calculated on the basis of stock at the end of the day. The manager of the bookstore wishes to compare two of the options of the inventory decision. Number 1. Order 5 books when the inventory at the beginning of the day plus order outstanding is less than 8 books. Number 2. Order 8 books when the inventory at the beginning of the day plus order outstanding is less than 8. Currently beginning first day, the store has a stock of 8 plus 6 books ordered 2 days ago and expected to arrive on the next day. Using Mount Carlo simulation for 10 cycles, recommended which option the manager should choose. The 2-digit random numbers are given below. So the random numbers are 89, 34, 70, 63, 61, 80, 39, 16, 13 and 20, 73. First of all, we need to take solution. Going ahead with the solution, first we need to take the range. For the statement showing computation of range, we have demand and probability. Then we need to take the cumulative probability and range. So the cumulative probability is nothing but current probability or the cumulative probability plus the probability of the next one, which is at first probability is 5. 5 plus 10 will give you the probability of the next, which is 15, and 15 plus 30 will give you the probability of next, that is 0.45, and 0.45 plus 0.45 will give you the next cumulative probability as 0.9, and 0.9 plus 0.1 will give you the cumulative probability of the next section, that is 100. And then the range, the cumulative probability minus 1 is the highest range. Therefore, in the first section it is 0 to 4, and in the second it's 5 to 14, and its third it's 15 to 44, fourth it is 15 to 89, 90 to 99. Then the statement showing computation of the books. First random number is 8, so when we check the 8 category, it is 5 to 14, and then the demand is 1. Therefore, the demand will be 89. Sorry, yes, it's 89. So the 89 comes with the range 45 to 89, and the order will be 3. The demand will be 3. Therefore, 3 has been taken, and the opening stock will have 8 books. Then after considering the 3 demand, it will be reduced to 5, right? Yes. So the closing balance should be 5. Then going ahead with the next day, the random number is 34. So when we check the range, it will be between 15 to 44, that is 2. The demand of the book will be 2. Therefore, we have 5 as opening balance. Opening balance is just taken over here. Then 2 has been reduced, and then in the question it is given that the already has been made. 6-book order has been already made and it will be delivered on the second day. Therefore, the 6-book has been delivered. The closing balance will be 5 plus 6 minus 2. 5 plus 6 is 11 minus 2. It will gives you 9 as the closing balance, and the closing balance has been taken to the next day. Next day the range will be 17. Random number will be 17, and when we check the range it will be 45 to 89. Therefore 3 is the demand. So when we consider 3 as the demand, we have 9 as the opening balance. 9 minus 3, which will give you 6. So it has been reduced. The minimum quantity is 8. Therefore, in such scenario, the company will order the book on the same day. After that, in the fourth day, it is 63. Random number is 63. So 63 is between the range between 45 to 89. 3 is the demand. Therefore, 3 has been used. 6 minus 3, then the closing balance will be 3. Then we have ordered 5 quantity has been placed. Therefore, the remaining is 2. On the next item, next day it is the random number is 61, and 61 is in the range between 45 to 89. Therefore 3 is the demand, and 3 after demanding the 3, then the stock will be 0. The next day the stock will be arrived. But on the 6th day random number is 81, and when you check the random number, the demand will be 3. 5 has been received from the new order. Therefore 2 is the closing balance. And since 5 is lesser than 8, the minimum quantity is much more lower, then the quantity will be ordered. 2 is the balance. 2 is the closing balance. It will be taken to the next day. On the 7th day it is 39 is the random number. When we check the range, it is between 15 to 44. Then the demand will be 2. We have the closing balance of 2. Therefore, the quantity or the closing balance will be 0. Another order of rupees 5 has been made. Another order of quantity 5 has been made. Then at the 8th day the random number is 16, which means 2 is the demand. Therefore, the previous order, the second order has been delivered on this day. Therefore 5 will be the stock inward and 2 will be sold. Therefore, the closing balance should be 3. Okay, on the 9th day the random number is 30, which means the range is between 50 to 44. 2 is the demand. Therefore 2 has been made. And 5 has been delivered, which is third order. Therefore the balance will be 5 plus 3 minus 2, that is 7. And when the closing balance is 7, therefore the next order will be made on the second day. The second day the random number is 73. Therefore this such a scenario, 3 is the demand and 7 is the opening stock. Therefore 3 minus 7, the closing stock will be 4. Since 4 is lesser than 8, the other order will be made. The ordering cost will be 4 into 10, and the carrying cost will be 0.5 into 44. This This is the carrying cost. Therefore 22, and the total cost will be 52. So going ahead with the next statement, that is the second option, that is order 8 books when the inventory at the beginning plus the order outstanding is less than 8. For that we have the random number as 89. So 89 will be between the range of 45 to 89. So 3 will be the demand. The same way when we check the next one, 34 is the random number. When we check here, the range is between 15 to 44. So 2 is the demand. In the same way, you need to do all the 10 random numbers and you need to select the demand from the range. After that, we have the stock order. So the closing stock is 5, 3, 8 is the opening stock, 3 is the demand. Therefore 8 minus 3, 5 is the order. And in that case, the closing stock is 5, then which means the opening stock of the next day will be 5. On the next day 2 is the demand, therefore, and then on the same day there will be a delivery of 6 books. Closing stock will be 5 plus 6 minus 2, that is 9. So which is the opening stock on the third day. The demand of the third day will be 3. Therefore the closing stock will be 9 minus 3, which is 6. That which means the minimum quantity has been reduced from 8 there, and so that the next day the company will order 8 books again. So the next day the demand will be 3 and we have 6 as the closing stock or the closing stock of the previous day, which means the opening stock of the current day. Therefore 3 minus 6 will give you the closing stock as 3. And the order of the 8 quantity has been given. Then when we go ahead with the next day, the 3 is the demand and 3 is the opening stock. Therefore 3 minus 3, which gives you 0 closing stock. On the same day 8 quantity of the book will be arrived. The delivery of 8 books will, which has been done on the order has been done on the previous day, has been delivered, and on the same day we have 3 demand. Therefore 8 minus 3 will give you the closing quantity or the closing stock as 5. And on the next day, on the 7th day, we have 2 demand and 5 is the opening stock. Therefore 2 minus 5 will give you 3 as the closing stock, and so on. You need to compute the rest of the closing stock. Over here, when we take the sum, we have 45 quantity of books as closing stock. Therefore the carrying cost will be 0.5 into 45, and we have made 2 orders. The ordering cost will be 2 per order, which means 2 into 10 per order. So therefore 2 orders. So 2 orders into 10 will give you the ordering cost of 20 and the carrying cost of 22.5. The total cost will be 42.5. So option B is better because it is much more cheaper when it compared with the both options. We have 42.5 as the total cost, and this first option it is 62. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you are clear with this example. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe.